The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alphonse Sidney, for a Miami Heat Beat post-game show.
I've been telling you all year. Another night of my guy, Tyler Hero. It's the year of that. Buy some stocks because it's the year of the drip drop. This dude is leading the league in drip drop. He went again. How many points tonight, you ask? 1,000. I gotta finish this fucking cereal. It is so stale. It has been all season long, the Tyler Hero Show. And my absolute favorite. Brass, can I see my play of the game, please?
With the Heat ahead by 6, shaking and baking and scoring.
Did you see the way that he hit him with the crisscross?
Hero.
You all wanted him gone. You laughed at me. Not just one time. Not just 2 times. Look who's laughing now!
Who's laughing now, Moose?
He's our MVP. He's the 6th man of the year. He's the most improved player of the year. The only thing he's not is Depoy because that's Bam. Plus 28, plus 100, plus winning. This guy took all of those off-season reps and we're seeing it come to fruition now. It is the motherfucking year of the drip drop. I'm running out of cereal. I'm almost out. The Heat are ready. The future is now. Tyler Hero is here because I've been eating it so I'm gonna hit him one time. It is the year of the drip drop. With a drip drop.
All right, I'll let Moose take that one by himself. Look at him, goddamn.
Oh. Moose was right. It's the year of the drip drop. If you're wondering why I'm so festively dressed up tonight, it's because not only was Tyler Hero officially named the 6th man of the year, but I want to thank the NBA for my award, the 7th man of the year. Because I've been riding this guy's coattails to the top. Let me tell you something. I've been telling you all year, it's the year of the drip drop. And none of you believed me. But now that he's here, now that he's leading us to victory, you can all get behind me on the Tyler Hero bandwagon as we hit him one time. Man of the year.
Musibay.
Take me out.
Oh, boy.
I'm explaining. So, I got 2 things to explain to y'all. First of all, when I first came over to Miami Heat Beat, they were like, back to Miami Heat Beat. They were
Bring
like,
me back in, Brass. I'm not done.
Oh, go ahead. Bring
me
him
back
on.
in. Listen, nobody wanted Tyler, okay? Drafted 14th overall. They said he had no arms. They said he was like this. He was like the guy that got beat up by Dave Chappelle, okay? Nobody wanted Tyler. And just like that, nobody wanted me. But you know what? We couldn't deny the drip drop because we were here to take over the NBA. Take me out.
Okay, so I was going to say, when I first came back to Miami Heat, they were like, oh, this guy, Alex Musibay, he's good. He has good analysis, but he wants to do this drip drop thing with Tyler Hero. And I was like, What is drip drop? He's like, well, he just yells drip drop like an asshole.
Drip dropping.
That was like, that sounds perfect for my fucking show. Let that motherfucker hit him one time with the drip drop all year long. We let this motherfucker flourish. The best thing that ever happened to this show. Welcome to the Miami Heat Beat postgame show, Hangover Time. I am Alphonse Sidney, aka Alf954. And I'm not going to go on a long rant tonight because we're already 6 minutes in with Moose running around like a fucking idiot. All I want to say is this, okay? Since March 26th, the Miami Heat are 12-1, and the one loss was by 1 point. I'm not counting that last game against the Magic, all right?
No.
Grow the fuck up,
okay?
No.
Long time ago.
That was a Michael Beasley annual invitation game, all right? Stop that shit, all right? Since March 26th, that is about 5, almost 6 weeks ago, the Miami Heat are 12-1. So I'm just going to say to the haters this: keep fucking posting crowd pics, you pussies, you bitches. Keep fucking posting crowd pics. Oh, they're late. No, they're getting drinks. They're doing coke in the bathroom. Oh, they're not showing up. There's no fans there since LeBron left. Go ahead. Keep talking your shit. 12-1 since March 26th. Steamrolling y'all asses. So all y'all got, crowd size made you cry. Admit, you guys are so mad. We are just beating the shit out y'all teams. Y'all ain't got no fucking clips to post. Y'all ain't got no stat lines to post. Y'all can't even mine a shitty box score for some half-ass stats. All you can do is post crowd pics. Keep going. Keep going. Because all you doing when you post them crowd pics is showing how much dope shit we got to do in Miami, baby. We out here living our motherfucking lives. You know what? We got the most dominant team in the Eastern Conference. And you know what we doing? We're doing coke in the bathroom.
Say yes to drugs.
You motherfuckers get a 3 seed and you show up at the arena 2 hours early. Ooh, I can't wait to see Jaylen Brown. You fucking losers. We don't need that shit.
The fans don't know when they're going to turn it all around and tank again. So they.
You are so unserious as franchises and so not used to success that you motherfuckers show up early like a Dominican at a fucking international flight. You guys are here 4 hours ahead of time.
Take yourself out.
Listen, Dominicans, Haitians, we know how we get that. Take me out, Brad. We
You're
show
like pure fucking hatred.
I'm a Haitian. We show up early as fuck for international flight.
Out.
We be at that Delta fucking line early as shit. Ain't gonna
With
have
4 carry-ons. With 4 carry-ons.
No, because you got to check them bags. We went to Sawgrass and bought a whole lot of shit to take back to Haiti. You got to check them things early. Anyway, like I said, I'm Alphonse Sidney, aka Alf954. Miami Heat Beat postgame show, Hangover Time. If you're watching live on Twitch, we love you. Thank you. Hit us with subscriptions. Hit us with bits and all that good shit. And if you're watching the replay on YouTube, we love you as well. But please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And go ahead and share with your friends. And if you're listening tomorrow morning in your car on the way to work, if you're listening to the podcast, do not drink and drive. But red lights are optional.
The views of Alphonse Sidney do not reflect the views of Miami Heat Beat and Hangover Time. They are his own, and we do not condone any of the messy shit he was out here talking about.
It's drinking and driving. Okay, you can't do them at the same time.
If you're stopped, you're good.
And you get to that light, put that parking.
Drink then driving. There's nothing.
Pro tip.
Yes, drinking then driving.
Pro tip: if it's a yellow light, take your foot off the gas. Take a little.
Let's talk about this game.
Brass.
Okay.
Brass.
Let's find out whatever he was drinking.
That's fine. I'm also going to be honest with y'all right now. I am in a hotel room in Atlanta. I don't know if you noticed, my background's fucked up and it's changed. I am on the worst desk chair of all time. Like, look what happens when I lean back. And I'm telling you, I've been drinking for a while now. I'm tired of shit. I've been up all day. I've had meetings all day. So I'm going to fall off this chair at some point. And what I want the Twitch audience to do is please record that shit. Please clip that motherfucker when I fall off.
They have to sub to pay your hospital bills.
Sooner than it did. You kept going.
See it swaying, right, Bob? Shit just went all the way back like a fucking Chevy.
Give me an orthopedic chair in this motherfucker. Anyway, we're not going to ask anything else of Moose. Joy De'Angela, thank you for joining us. Our special guest. What are you drinking tonight? I don't even think you drink. But besides that, who is your player of the game?
I'm not drinking tonight, but I do got a foam finger. So I got this for the heat store. So I'm not drinking tonight, though. But my player of the game is no other than Bam Adebayo. Bam went stupid tonight, and I told myself, before the series started, that he better take advantage of Embiid not being on the floor, and he's doing that the past 2 games. I'm very, very proud of Bam Adebayo.
Nice. God, hell yes. There was that weird Hawks fan account that was like, I'm happy for Bam finally having a good game. He closed you out with 20 and 11. Like, what are y'all doing?
Exactly.
Atlanta, yeah. Listen,
there's a Hawks fan account. What a bunch of losers.
Moose said it for me. Tiff, what are you drinking tonight, and who was your player of the game?
Finishing off this Tito's and juice I stole from Jordan, because that's how I'm rolling. I'm rolling like Kenny right now. Whatever the hell's in there is in the cup. Player of the game, I'm going to go with Vic. I'm going to go with Blade. Handle wasn't too tight tonight, but that defense had James Harden fucking locked up like a Venus flytrap. Take me out, Brass.
James Harden, 20 points tonight.
Yeah, but
unfortunately, he was 6 for 15 in 41 minutes, 1 for 5 from 3. Listen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kenny dropped the fuck off.
Sure did.
Damn, Kenny.
To be fair, there's really bad lightning outside. Even my internet's a little shaky.
Listen, if anybody's internet can't stand up to a fucking electrical storm, it's Kenny.
Exactly.
Shit, fighting with 2 hands behind his back.
Just trying to jump and shit.
Y'all are funny, man. Y'all funny.
Kenny should act up. He got too much static electricity in his clothes. They're like,
Alf, Kenny Wi-Fi.
Kenny electricity, like, you didn't use enough dryer sheets. Anyway, Brass.
More foil.
Static clean.
Kenny.
Sorry, Kenny.
Tonight I'm drinking a drink called a Benny Blanco, which is tequila, Aperol, Campari, Ancho Reyes, and Blanc Vermouth with an orange twist. And my player of the game, I'm also going to go with Bam, because this guy he's putting solid games together. We are aware that in that Atlanta series he had some shaky moments, not really defensively but offensively, and he's putting it together. Sure, it's without Embiid, but listen, this is the hand they're fucking dealt right now.
Play who's in front of you.
That's all. So anyone out there saying, yeah, whatever, but the Sixers are hurt right now. Honestly, fuck off. I don't care.
It's still playoff basketball. The win still counts.
Yes.
We're up 2-0. I'm feeling really good.
We are without our starting point guard, and we talked about this ad nauseum on the show. Our offense suffers tremendously whenever Kyle Lowry isn't there. So what did they do, Siobhan? They grinded this shit out. They slowed the fucking game down. And tonight they still scored 120 points, which is wild to me because I still don't know how that happened. I didn't watch the first quarter. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I watched 3 quarters of this game. I don't know how they scored 120 points. Anyway, Siobhan, who is your player of the game?
So my player of the game, I'm gonna go with Jimmy Butler and Victor Oladipo's 3-point shot. I am drinking, or I don't know, I'm not gonna finish this tonight, but this is that Woodford Rye. Yeah, I'm not really sure either. Like it was a cool first stretch of the first quarter, and then it settled down, and then the second quarter was really bad, and then the third quarter and Bam and Jimmy happened, and then Vic's hitting shots. Like if Vic is knocking down, if Victor Oladipo is knocking down threes with the other things that he gives you, when his handle eventually tightens, right, when he feels a bit more comfortable with the ball in his hands, it does so much. You can take me out. I'm not gonna lie, I felt bad for 5-5 sliding. I did too.
I felt
bad for that.
Your boy.
Go put Duncan in for like the last like.
Somebody got to clean the game up. What are you talking about?
The check cleared. The check cleared. His seat. His seat was still warm.
No, I agree, but
it didn't need to happen. It was.
I'm a Duncan stan.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean
5 guys on the floor that you won't care if they get injured.
Yes.
And listen, and I love Duncan Robinson. I'm a Duncan stan, but right now they don't need him to win this series.
Yeah.
So listen.
I got big.
I know.
Big jump shot and the way that they've handled the offense in the third quarter is my player of the game.
I still think Duncan is going to have another time to shine in these playoffs.
I agree.
Absolutely.
This is very reminiscent of Shane Battier and Mike Miller. You know what I mean? Like there was just times that you just didn't need what they brought. Like you don't listen when you're playing a team where all you need to do is score 105 and you got their ass. Like you don't need. You'd rather have Caleb Martin in than Duncan Robinson. Like you just have to score more than them, and you have to barely get over 100 to beat this team right now because they just.
Caleb looked much more comfortable this game. First game, he felt much more in a flow and much more.
Maybe he felt better. He might have felt better.
He felt just like present. Like he felt like okay, like I got banged up. I'm here now, right?
He was shooting with purpose. It wasn't like, oh, I'm open. It was I feel it in the offense. It's a natural shot.
He wasn't trying to do a bunch of extra dribbling.
Right.
He's not.
Well, you know what? I bet that Achilles didn't feel great after the last game with all that extra shit he was doing. Yeah. Twisting, turning, dribbling too much. That sideways. Extra. Right. Just being extra. No
reason.
Oh, hey.
Oh, wait.
It's one of the dumbest ones.
Oh my God! No, that is awesome. Wait. Is that braids on the top?
The braids.
Hey,
go with that.
On the fucking drawers.
I love it. I love it.
Say something. When I say you something wrong, first of all, when they last episode they said Brass is black. It's not just that he black. There's something wrong with him. There's something wrong with him. He put braids on a drawers. Anyway, Joy, thank you for joining us.
Not the braids you're looking for.
No doubt. I love being here.
Listen, if you enjoy Joy here, check out her spaces after the show. She's gonna be on that motherfucker to 1 a.m. doing some ratchet shit. Joy, yes. I don't know how you do it.
Man,
how dare you handle that?
24/7 on the space.
Oh my God, you stay on the space.
I have something to say about my
Go ahead.
I am genuinely trying to keep it from getting so ghetto. I promise you, like I do not like it when it gets ratchet. But I'm starting to see that I'm allowing the wrong people in at the wrong time. I feel like I allow too many. Here's what I say: it's cool to have like a few ghetto people come in, like ratchet people come in. But like I think I let too many in at one time, and I think it just takes over my space. So I'm trying to figure it out, man. It's not easy. I'm 23 years old. I'm sorry. I'm trying. All right, I'm trying.
Listen, as a 41-year-old man, let me tell you what happens when you let too many ghetto people in one space. The cops soon come. That's all I'm going to say.
They all in the same space and got the same privileges? No.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Here's the thing. Listen, we're getting off subject. Yes. What I would just like you to do is allow like one row of speakers. Yes. Because I'd be like, oh, Joy hosting the space. Let me see what's happening. There's like 6 rows of speakers. And I'm like, nah, not everybody can speak at the same goddamn time.
Man.
But anyway.
You're right.
Let's go.
Hey, we talking about Joy getting yelled at?
Man. It gets nasty, man. People wonder why I'm like this. I have no choice but to be.
There's 19 people at one time. Just no, fuck you, Jimmy's trash. Like, did you watch the game?
They don't watch.
No,
they don't
and
watch.
They be holding over like old fucking beef from like 3
from like the spaces a week ago.
Yeah, remember on March 19th when you called me a bitch? Like what? No, nobody.
There was that one space that dude had a whole therapy session. I was pissed off.
That was the weirdest.
Oh,
and
please,
he was like,
please
Joy,
do not
you
bring
know
this
how
up.
I get down.
Please.
Joy, you know me. No, nobody knows you, bro.
That
you
space was supposed to go a completely different way. A completely different way, man.
Okay, let's get back to this. Let's get back to this game. Let's go back to the Heat being up 2-0 against the 76ers. Joy, the national media, everybody in Heat Nation wants the national media to talk more about the Heat. And we've seen what happens when they talk about us.
Right.
Tonight, Grant Hill said Maxey versus Bam was a mismatch. And I looked up from my drink because I was like over here. I was like, what? I looked up and I was trying to figure out what side of the floor were they on because maybe Bam was posting Maxey up. They said Maxey against Bam on the perimeter was a mismatch. Like, speak to the fact that, listen, you want the national media to talk about your team, but they're not educated about your team.
At least my thing is this: at least know what you're talking about. Like Bam Adebayo is like listen, this man can guard 1 through 5. What are we doing? Like that's what I didn't, because I saw like the same thing and I didn't understand it. But it's annoying to me because I was watching First Take today. I lost brain cells watching it. And the thing is that like instead of talking about like the reason, because Stephen A. Smith said, oh yeah, the reason why Miami is gonna be a problem in the playoffs is because of the city and the club and the women. They didn't even talk about the actual team. They talked about the women in the clubs. They didn't talk about our defense, our coaching, our freaking bench, our role players. They talked about none of that. They talked about, oh yeah, because the women out there or the distracting out there. Like what? Talk about the team maybe. So it was annoying. It seems like anytime Miami gets shown love, it's just dumb stuff being said, and it's annoying as heck. And JJ Redick is the only one that actually shows us love and knows what the heck he's talking about. The only one. It's annoying.
Listen, if JJ ran for president right now, I'm voting for him.
He's got the highest Q rating in all of America.
Right now, he does.
Can I just say one thing before I forget? What is really bothering me so much about the coverage? I don't care. Listen, the Heat, like the national media, they hate the fucking Heat. They're never gonna like the Heat. They never did. They never will. Yeah. Fuck them. I don't care. But I do find it kind of annoying because if this team that went on that crazy run to obtain and then hold on to the 1 seed this season when they were down a whole bunch of guys, and you look at these players, these minutes from Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin, and all these guys that people, Yurt had a crazy stretch. These guys, they still didn't give a fuck about him. Meanwhile, do you remember back in was it 2015? I think the player of the month of January was the entire Hawks starting 5.
That's right.
Remember that? Yeah. I swear to God, if this fucking team, if it were somewhere else, they would be celebrated. They'd be celebrated for their scrappiness and man, look, where do they find these? What an incredible crew they got there.
They approached the game.
Cephalosha was almost a reason I felt for the first time. Thank you, Kenny. Go ahead, Moose.
If all this culture shit existed in a different market, it would be lauded, it would be praised, or at least given its proper respect. The way that they play, the way that they hustle, the way that it's managed from top to bottom, all of that shit would be spoken about much differently, or at least spoken about from an educated perspective, and not oh shit, I got the Miami game tonight. What are the notes that I need to get by in this broadcast?
Right. Well, buffoonish sells.
I totally agree.
Being a buffoon sells. It makes people tune in.
It's true.
So you don't. So if you can get up there and talk real loud, pretend you Martin Lawrence for most of the show, because I don't care what nobody say. He swear he Martin Lawrence, and just talk real loud. Have white conservatives come on.
Okay.
White conservatives.
Wait, Tiffany.
Right.
What are you talking about?
This is it. And then you got a white conservative come on. Your ass is swimming back there.
Yeah,
Moose, what were you going to say, Moose? Moose been wanting to jump in for 3 minutes now.
Because I totally agree with everything you guys are saying, but we had this discussion. I don't know if it was on WAP or one of the shows last week. For me, what it comes down to is it is the catch-22 of being a consistently successful franchise for the last 20 years. Yeah. Exactly. People get bored at the fact that we are consistent, we are steady, we stick to our culture, and we're always in it because of our pillars. And that becomes boring for the national media to talk about over and over. It's kind of like what happened to the Spurs at a certain point. They just stopped talking about how great the Spurs were every year because it was what they expected. And then the flip side of it is when we're not living up to that expectation, it's because of this, that, and the third. They always have a reason to tear us down and never a reason to celebrate us because that's just what's expected of us at this point. It's bullshit, But that's what the Heat have fallen into because we are one of the best franchises in the NBA.
But Moose,
I even think you're giving them too much credit, Moose. You're giving them too much credit, Moose.
A little bit. Go ahead, Tiff.
They want to talk about names. They want to talk about quote unquote stars.
Exactly.
So they want names, they want stars, and they want drama.
Yep.
And to them, we have none of that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just keep it what it is. They don't care. And if the Heat lose, they want to pile on because there's nothing else to talk about.
Facts.
Like
this
that's
is a
just
fantastic
how it
point
works.
by Rach Does Sports. By the way, we're going to talk about it in a little bit. Rach Does Sports did an amazing column for MiamiHeatBeat.com about Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you all, by the way. Rach Does Sports said successful in a place they don't respect, in a sports market they don't respect, and with a coach GM who used to run their markets, LA, New York, who they hate.
Yep.
I think there's a lot to that. Like, I'm not the big conspiracy theorist when it comes to all this stuff, Kenny, but there is a bias. Like, you saw Mad Dog Russo, who is old guard.
I don't know who that is anyway.
Oh man,
Anyway,
he just
He's an off-brand Skip Bayless is who he is.
Kmart Skip.
He was the OG Skip Bayless. Let's just
let's talk about it.
He's like Skip if he were like in a cryogenic chamber for the last 20 years and didn't watch any sports.
He was first,
and he came back and he's
this is old guard sports radio. Mad Dog.
He came out and he's like, "Yo, is Boston still winning? Are we still winning? Last time I watched basketball, they were still winning."
Notice this. It's a we. That's a we for him.
Yeah.
We is Boston.
Kenny, like a lot of these guys, like, they don't respect Miami as a sports town. And because they don't respect Miami as a sports town, they don't want to talk about us when we're doing well. They want to talk about when we're doing poorly. And then even when we're doing well, what do? Oh, bad fan base.
Everything else but basketball.
Worst one seed ever. They're not even good. Well, how the fuck? Okay.
Right. You didn't watch, so how do you know?
I just feel like the reason, like I agree with all of y'all, and I feel like another reason, similar to like what Tiffany said, is why Miami's so hated is because we go against like the status quo of what a good team is supposed to look like. So they look for the superstars, and since Jimmy Butler isn't quote unquote a superstar in their eyes, they try to look for any reason to tear us down when we don't pan out. Or like, so for example, like last year we got swept. They love that. They love that we lost in the finals. So it's just like, and then I'll give a tiny bit, a very little bit of credit to Stephen A. Smith in 2020, because he did predict a few times that we were a problem before everybody else did. But he's not going to credit. He don't get no love from me still, because he's still an idiot. But at the end of the day, F that too. Okay. But like the bottom line is, I just feel like we go against the status quo, and so since we don't fit what it's supposed to look like, they just wait to tear us down pretty much, and that's corny.
Go ahead, Kenny. Go ahead. I know you want to say something.
Yeah, so first and foremost, I wasn't here before. Hi, everybody. I'm not drinking. I have insomnia. I have to go ahead and do something about that after the show. So, first things first.
That wasn't incriminating because it was like in 3 pixels. So,
so there's 3 things I don't like about the national coverage. One, it messes up award season. We saw Bam not even be a finalist for Depoy, which he should have won, because they just don't talk about him. 2, they don't know the team. They're still saying Tyler Hero is a sharpshooter, a 3-point specialist, all the other dumb shit. Like, at some point, watch one game. And 3,
because he's more than that. He's everything.
Yeah, and 3, Stephen A. Smith's hairline started receding and then stopped halfway through and said, "Fuck it." And I don't like that kind of fear commitment. You got to stick with that shit. You either shave it or you don't. And I understand, because I am a bald guy. People say come home. They don't know you have to maintain that shit like 3 times a week. But at some point, like, pick a side, Stephen A's hairline. I'm not fucking with you right now. You got to do something about that.
Kenny, every time, man, I would go to you and then I regret it.
Kenny, we invite you to the lunch table.
Yeah.
But did I lie, though?
There's one more thing that I like, I've watched a lot of these playoffs. A lot of fan bases are showing up late. A lot of fan bases, 7:00 tips. You see a lot of empty seats. Whatever. Listen, that's fine. I understand. A lot of people come late to games, especially the ones who can afford the seats. that are within camera shot, right?
Yes.
If you've ever been to a Miami Heat game, the 300 and 400 levels are packed at tip-off, all right? I covered the games.
Thanks.
I've been to a lot of games. There is also something to be said about the Mad Dog Russos of the world who not only don't like the way our team does things, they don't like the makeup of our fan base.
Yes.
And I don't care what you listen. Oh, it's not about race. It's not about politics. Listen, they do not like what we look like. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right? And we are different than other fan bases. We aren't the classic fan bases of Boston, right? Of New York, of Milwaukee,
Utah.
and St. Louis, in Utah. You know, rabidly screaming out
Why
racial
St. Louis
epithet.
got to catch a stray?
Sorry.
I don't know what
Why St. Louis catching strays?
I'm just saying, we don't look like other fan bases. Look at our show right now. We don't look like any post-game show in America. It's a whole bunch of immigrants.
Brass fits in with all
Shout out to
32
Brass.
teams.
Brass is the only one. They love Brass in Boston. I'm just saying, they don't like the way we look. They don't like the way we act. We show up late to shit. Get the fuck over it. Okay? We're 6-1 in the fucking playoffs.
Listen, it's not late if you're in the Doers Lounge securing your beverage to go back to your seat. Okay? You're in the stadium. You're clapping.
Listen, you guys drink Bud Light. Our drinks take a little time to make.
Yeah, look at Brass. We're always running late. He's got to cook up some shit.
Yeah, you know, these motherfuckers sneaking in tall boys and backpacks. We
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'm sorry, Tiff.
Hey.
Sorry, Tiff.
Hey, cut that shit out.
It's kept going.
Damn.
I apologize. Let's get to our gaga of the game. They mad they don't get no good drugs where they from.
I had a thing I had to look up to verify first. Anybody want to guess what year Boston desegregated schools?
2020.
No, like
2001.
that's
2000.
no. Those are funny guesses, but like the actual answer is 1988.
God damn.
So I don't want to hear what they got to say about that.
Nasty word.
No.
Nasty.
Oh,
Brass, we couldn't even have
shit.
lunch together. Brass, we couldn't have lunch
Jesus
together.
Christ.
I could ride a bike already, by the way. A two-wheeler.
Holy shit.
Like,
Two-wheeler.
Lynn Bias never saw the desegregated schools in Boston.
Jesus Christ.
Take them out. Take them out.
God damn it.
And we have nothing to talk about today.
Yeah, you're on timeout, Kenny.
Fucking
That did it.
Did you see Alf?
Alf down.
For the pod audience, Alf is laying on his back,
yes.
feet in the air on the floor
He's
from
down.
a shitty ass hotel chair. Just so y'all know.
Alphys, gone.
Kenny.
All right, play the clip, goddammit.
All right.
God damn it.
I was fucking through, too.
1988 is absurd, though.
Oh, so apparently a
It
dunk
really
is coming
is,
up.
man.
Apparently a dunk is coming up, yeah.
There's a dunk coming here. Oh, here we go.
Blockbuster Video was on.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
my
awesome.
God.
I'm just like,
I don't know.
can you imagine like, can you imagine like a white racist dude's first day at school and he's seeing Jerry curls? They would freak the fuck out.
He's slipping and sliding.
Next clip.
What the hell is that?
Next clip.
Shy, he just slip into the lunchroom. What the fuck am I sliding on?
I promise this is a basketball show, people.
Why is his flat top looking?
That's a good tip. So that's a good back tip, right?
Why did you
Yep,
have three
okay. And
clips
here's the
in
last
his
one.
eyebrows trying to wild out. Sorry.
It's another Jimmy one.
Okay.
All right,
Really good job of narrating this.
Oh.
Dunk by Jimmy.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
NWA was performing the rope in the middle like the Temptations
No, Kenny.
movie.
So
No,
that's
Kenny.
the second time they ran something like that. They did it before.
No, Kenny.
It's hot as fucking here, man.
It looked like it was warm in there.
It's so hot.
I'm just putting it into like that's.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
No.
Where the fuck? Don't leave us.
Moose, host the show for a second. It's hot as fuck.
No, yeah.
Hey
perfect.
Moose, talk again about the Sixth Man of the Year award.
Again, I'm already
Yeah,
out of energy.
well, no, but talk
Thing
because
is,
we
listen.
have the clip from it. So why don't you talk about what your issue with
actually, I do want to talk about this because I told all of the white hots to be in their seats by 7:20
The white
p.m.,
hots?
Okay? Yes, I told all of those hot whites to be
The
in their
hot
seats
whites,
by 7:20, okay? Unfortunately, nobody got the message, or as Alf said, they were getting their drinks in the Doers Lounge. But I appreciate Tyler Hero trying to sell it by waving at nobody. That was like the funniest part of it to me. You see that he goes to wave, and he's like, "Oh shit, nobody's here."
I mean, that doesn't not support what Mad Dog was saying. He said the fans don't
You know
be
what?
there.
I'm just trying
And
to
this
really
is-
keep.
No. What Mad Dog said is that they don't. Mad Dog didn't say they don't show up on time. Mad Dog said it's
That's
a
racist in
terrible
itself, by
fan
the way.
base. We don't support
Yeah,
our
he said we're
team.
disloyal. Yeah, disloyal.
And she said 3,000 fans left before Ray Allen shot.
But, we've been talking about this so much. We gotta play We gotta play the clip.
Play the clip, please.
We gotta at least. This is So what segment are we doing for this? Are we doing what they doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, what they doing?
Oh yeah. Oh shit. What they doing over there?
It always makes me laugh. It always makes me laugh.
By the way, my
Please be a
AC
subject
working
one,
like
'cause I got some more
my
shit to
AC
say.
working like Kenny Wi-Fi over here. God.
Oh boy. Here we go.
The worst home court advantage in the NBA for other reasons why
Which one?
Miami.
Oh.
For other reasons why Steve
Miami.
just said. They were rats off a ship, those fans.
Damn.
Game 6.
Rats off a
NBA
ship.
Final. Spurs Heat. They had
Motherfucker got more
3,000
liver
fans
spots
trying
than
to
good
bail out of
takes.
that place before the 3 by Ray Allen. that game tied.
I was at that game. That's
Great
absolutely-
fans, and then
Look at
they
this
got
tune. I was at that.
Can I get you another drink? Can I get you
Yeah,
some
so-
drink?
That game, bro.
I thought you needed some help, sir.
Off the ship, and it's the game 6 of the finals, and you leave because you're frustrated. You're not a great fandom.
Yeah.
So the idea
Look at it.
of walking.
Sometimes it's traffic, but yeah.
Oh, come
well,
on.
sometimes
It's the
I
NBA
do.
final.
Okay,
You
I'm just
stay.
telling you. Sometimes I leave games early because I don't like traffic. But
That
yeah.
was a disgrace
She knows,
what
though.
they did. So
This game?
the idea
Yeah,
that
but
this
it don't
Miami
sound
fan base
convincing.
who
Yeah,
knows
she was
nothing
greasy.
about it was been a horrendous Miami NBA town.
Oh,
it's
my
a terrible sports
God.
town. The
He got the
idea that
racist
somehow
turkey neck. I don't
Milwaukee or
trust it.
Boston is going to be
Yeah.
intimidated by playing in South Beach against the Heat is absolutely absurd. As Pat Riley used to
Absurd.
tell.
No, it's fucking.
Where was
what's
he at
funny?
on January? Where was he at on January 6th?
Drawing up the plans.
He was still frozen at that point. He was still in the chamber.
we don't even have to talk about January. Al Horford was 2 years old when Boston desegregated school. Walking and talking.
And guess what? If he like it, I love it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear what anybody from Boston has to say. No bullshit, and Brass, I promise it's safe to Google. There's a rapper out in Boston named OG Swagger Dick. Fuck Boston.
Wait, what? That is
I swear to God.
nasty word.
Why do you know that though?
That's who I get some of these beats from, though. That's who I get some of the beats for segments.
Let's not say the word beat at a time like this.
Please end the show.
No,
What
not
else do
Friday.
we have to talk about?
No, you know what? Here's the problem. We just been beat. Like we've been beating the shit out of the Sixers
Yeah, we don't
for
have
2 games straight.
It's nothing to talk
nothing
about.
to analyze.
Joy, every time I look up, like we up by 12. Oh, here
well,
we go.
let's talk about
And
that.
here's what they kept putting out there on the screen tonight.
Ooh, got my
That
man
is
name
that's
up
what
there.
I'm talking about. That's so annoying.
Shy. I feel like this is a shot at me and you.
It's right.
I feel
It's
right.
real personal life.
I took it that way.
It's
Yeah,
so disingenuous.
This
though.
shit is a shot at Harden.
But I mean, right. I mean, those numbers are what they are, but
It is definitely a shot at Harden.
the stat that was given in the fourth quarter was so this looked like what it looked like. The fucking Miami's bench outscored Boston's bench
Exactly.
21-13. So it doesn't really matter what little these little jabs and shit that you
Right.
think. It's pretty Teflon over here.
Just to clear it up for the pod audience, we're looking at a graphic comparing Maxey and Harden versus Gabe Vincent and Max Strus. A little bit of a difference there in the calibers of players. And by that, I mean...
Yeah, because one translates and wins.
And
one translates into wins. So.
Exactly.
And Maxey is carrying that duo. You take Maxey
Exactly.
out.
How many points did Maxey have? 30?
He had like 36.
So there you go.
No. James poured in a smooth 20 for 6 off of 6 for 15, right?
Okay, so yeah, 30. Okay.
So Maxey was 11 for 20. Quick math. So they kept putting them together. It was the weirdest thing. Like I was like, yo.
Yes.
Can we get to these? Because I've been trying to avoid them all day.
I don't know why you're trying to avoid them.
Look at Max.
We're not putting all of them up here.
No, I'm not going to put them all up.
We're not? Oh.
No, not all of them.
There's more.
Okay. All right. So let's get to it. Today was May the 4th, which means it's Star Wars Day because May the 4th be with you. Get it?
Gesundheit.
Boom, boom.
Wow.
So we put up a column today on MiamiHeatBeat.com called. Oh, there we go. We got the Miami Heat news.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Yeah.
So we put up a column today by Rach Does Sports. You guys don't follow her at
Excellent.
Rach Does Sports on Twitter, where she compared. I mean, not just Miami Heat players today. We're talking about executives, players past, present, to Star Wars characters, and it was an amazing column. And of course, Brass, not to be outdone, decided he was going to take our favorite Miami Heat players and juxtapose them in Photoshop fashion with your favorite Star Wars characters. So, Brass, is there a way you want to do? What do you have? 5, 6? How many you got?
I mean, I got as many as I got as many as you want. Here, yeah.
I want to see as many as possible.
I want top 5. I want top 5.
Come on, Buns is top
5.
I want top 5.
Okay.
And I'm putting you on the spot, and I'm gonna call them out. We're gonna do a Lebertard show style.
Oh man. Okay. Well, Tiff one's Buns, so we'll look at the Buns one. I mean that one. It's pretty solid.
That is
the shout out to Kenny.
That's the cute hairstyle on him.
I
I was looking for the Photoshop. That's crazy.
Right before he came. Right
Mace
before
Windu,
he
right?
became
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah. I mean, I really like the. I mean, come on, Spo. Spoby one. I mean, that one's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's 6th man of the year right here.
Yeah. Grogu.
15.
So stupid.
It's the year of the Grogu.
This one is like if you know you know kind of thing. I love that one. Andy Ellisberg is George Lucas.
That's hilarious.
Oh man. I love about Brass. He found a picture of the back of George Lucas's head.
I couldn't find a picture. I had to go through like behind the scenes videos of him like on set and shit.
Fucking good. Can I see
that
that
was
again?
hard.
I'm sorry. That is so good.
Like Brass could have took the back of any white man's head.
No.
And nobody would have questioned it.
Brass,
Like one
you
Star
know,
Wars
Brass
fan.
gonna do it. He gonna do it.
Exactly.
There'd be one Star Wars fan like, no, George Lucas had 70.
Me and Moose would have been like, that ain't George Lucas' head.
No.
Me and Moose, after the show, we would have been messaging each other. That ain't George Lucas, Moose. Moose, that ain't George.
Anyway, there are a lot more in that article. A lot more
please,
shops.
go
We don't
to
want to give you it all. We want to drive the traffic to the site.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go to MiamiHeatBeat.com.
Yes.
And check that out. It's a really fun article, really fun column. We really appreciate Rach Does Sports for doing that for us. Like when she started writing that article, she was sending me the comparisons. I was like, this shit's hilarious. So we've been sitting on it for a little bit because we wanted to use it for May the 4th.
Yeah.
By the way, so really interesting Star Wars fact. 3 Star Wars movies came out before Boston desegregated schools.
In a galaxy far,
Far, far away.